Check out BigBadToyStore.com for this and other great toys. Presenting the new Optimus Prime, now with extra beef.
Hey, what's up, YouTube land? MGO here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Transformers Generations Combiner Wars Voyager class Optimus Prime. So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging, and as usual, a little schematic-y stuff going on in the background. There you got Optimus Prime looking all primey. Yes, his name is Optimus Prime, Transformer Generations, Autobot symbols. Over here on this side of the box, you have Ultra Prime. Here's part 3 of 5 of Ultra Prime. On the back of the box, you have your obligatory product shots, the rest of the wave, how he factors into the combine mode, the obligatory product shot of Prime himself, 9 steps! And there you have the bio, if you'd like to read it, or if you want to read it in any other language. You have 4 to choose from. Yay! Languages! And that's basically it for the packaging. Now, before we continue on with the review, as of this recording, it is January 1st, so Happy New Year! And I wish you all a very happy and prosperous 2015. And with a new year comes new toys! Yay! So here we have Voyager Optimus Prime, the Combiner Wars line, and he is a red and blue truck! Is your mind blown? I know mine is. So yes, he's a truck. A very nice truck. You know, when I first saw pictures of this, I thought it looked kind of weird, but in hand, it's a good looking truck. I do quite like it. It does suffer from what pretty much every line has suffered from, which is the lack of paint, but it's still a pretty good looking figure. I love the paint here on the windshields. And one problem is that you can see the windshields actually continue here, but none of this is painted at all. It's just that plain gray plastic. It sucks that the paint stops there instead of filling in the entire windshield. And, you know, you have some more window here. They painted in this window, but this right here, which is the continuation, is left unpainted. So I'm sure Repro Labels will put out stickers to fix all that. But, you know, it is what it is. We should be used to it by now. Whatever. But there is some nice silver paint on them. Nice Autobot symbol right there. The smokestacks are painted a nice silver, as well as most of the grill. These parts right here are not painted, but this T section right here is painted a nice silver. You got some gold paint here, as well as some silver here. So you do get some paint-esque, but you know, a little more would have went a long way. Does have the trailer hitch right here. This inconspicuous part back here, just hanging out. Underneath, you know, you can see the robot mode hands, and these are obviously his legs, but, yeah, everything is pretty well concealed for the most part, but, yeah, very nice. It rolls as rolling things should, yay. But he is a pretty nice truck mode. Now, for comparison, we will bring in the Classics Optimus Prime, just so you can get a sense of scale. So there you have that. You can see basically same length as Classics Prime. Here he is with Age of Extinction, Evasion Mode Prime. So you can see he's definitely a bit bigger and bulkier than Evasion Mode Prime. There he is with Drag Strip, just because he's the only other, you know, four-wheeled vehicle in this wave. So here he is, the Drag Strip. You can see, actually almost a little bit longer than Drag Strip. We have that, and here he is with his wave mate Silverbolts. And I understand, yeah, jet and a truck, it's going to be a drastic difference, but you know, again, just for that sense of scale. Oh, and just on a side note, okay. Everybody, you can stop telling me, okay, Concords, the nose bends on a Concorde. Got it, thank you. Stop telling me! The comment section. My favorite and least favorite place in the world. You know I love you guys. You know I love you, but just, you know, I only need to be told once. Just once. Anyway. But yes. Oh, one thing I almost forgot, because I really don't care that much. The collector's card. Yay! Cards! It's a nice piece of artwork, though. I really do like that. But yeah. Cards. Woo! Okay. Anyway, he does also come with accessories. He comes with 2 guns. He comes with this gun right here, which is very reminiscent of his G1 rifle. I'm a bit remolded here to give it a little engine vibe to it, but still, you can tell that's a prime rifle if there ever was one. But very nicely done. I like the paint. It's kind of done in that gunmetal gray. Looks really, really good. The red handle is kind of weird, but I do like the paint job on the guns here. It's very nicely done. You got some red in the barrel there. And he comes with this smaller, thinner gun right here, which again done in that same nice paint and has a little bit more of an engine vibe to it. So that's pretty cool. I do like the guns. And for storage, hey, look, there are 2 ports right there. So you're going to take this gun, plug it into this side. And one thing about these posts is they're not completely round posts. You see there's little notches on either side. And in the ports, there are little tabs that stick out. So once you plug these in, there's no rotation. They plug in one way and one way only. So you plug that in, plug the other side in, and you can see they kind of make it look like one engine block. If they had come together a little bit more, it would have been better, but it still kind of pulls off the look of an engine block with barrels sticking out the back. But hey, it works. It actually does work. It doesn't look bad at all. You know, it's not just blatant, there are guns back here. It does kind of give that engine vibe to it. So I do dig that weapon storage right there. So there you go. Oh, one more comparison I forgot to do just because I have him right here. G1 Precious. Okay. So there you go. That's pretty much all there is to it in this mode. So we'll get down to transformation, shall we? Let's just remove the weapons here. Put them off to the side. And we'll go from robot mode into combined mode, just like we did with Silver Bolts. So let's get down to it. First thing you want to do is you want to come right here to these sides. You want to flip down these panels right here. Flip that down. Then take this whole front assembly right here. Oh, the tab's in. Right there. You see there are these tabs right here just fit in the little notches right under here to lock that in place. So untab that. You can bring that whole assembly down. And once you've done that, you just want to split this whole front section here, bring it back, and the side view mirrors will plug in right into those slots right there. Just plug that in, bring that out, plug that in, rotate the arm so the elbow is oriented properly, just like that. And then you want to clear your throats, because that always has to happen. So now you're going to take this waist assembly here. You're going to bring this down like that to fill out the waist, and then you just want to extend the legs down like that. Raise this up a bit here. You want to bring up the feet like that. This piece right here, you can just take it and just leave it. If you straighten this joint out right here, just lay that flat against the back like that. And once you've got that done, you're just going to flip this top panel around. Just put your thumb right here, give it a push, flip it around to reveal the head, and just orient these elbows here properly. And there you go. There you go, Prime in his robot mode. And honestly, it looks good. The initial pictures I saw, you know, he didn't look that great, but honestly, I will say, having him in hand, I like him. I think he looks good. I'm sure many will contend that, but I personally, I like the look of him. I think he looks really nice. I think this is a really good Prime. Getting closer on the head sculpt, as you would guess, it is a Prime head sculpt. The head is a little small for the body, I will say that, but you have to keep in mind that it has to due to the way this transforms, it has to fit right there. And you can see there's barely clearance for it. It actually does scrape the tiniest bit as it passes that point right there. You can hear it. That's the top of that crest right there, hitting that. So there's barely enough room for this head to pass. So the head needs to be this size just for the way they decided to make it transform. So they couldn't have made the head any bigger, but you know, the proportions are a little off. You know, people are saying, oh, his arms are too long. Yeah, kind of, but I don't really notice it that much. That's just me, but all around though, I think he looks good. I think it's a really nice design. Again, you know, closer on the head sculpt, it's a very nice Prime head sculpt, nice silver paint, nice blue eyes. I mean, it looks like Prime. Definitely looks like a Prime. These Autobot symbols are actually stickers, and they're not stickers that you have to apply yourself. They're already applied, and yeah, I wasn't expecting that. But yeah, he has stickers here on the shoulders. This whole abdomen section, is all of his abs right here are all painted a nice silver paint. So basically, all the paint they didn't use in truck mode, they used to paint the robot mode, because there's a lot of silver here. Silver here on these pieces. You know, the windshields are painted very nicely, but yeah, all around though, I think it's a really nice design. I think it really does pull off what it needs to do, and it does it well as far as I'm concerned. Now, articulation wise, is his head on a ball joint? I don't think it is. It's kind of, I think it's on a ball joint. There's a little bit of wiggle room here, not a lot, but it can do a full 360. Arms can do a full 360. They can go in and out on a nice clickety-clackety joint. He does have a bicep swivel, 90 degrees of movement there at the elbow, nothing at the wrist. He does have a waist swivel. Arms can go forward. They can go back, in and out. Nice heavy ratchet joints. You do have a thigh swivel. You do have a knee joint with more than 90 degrees of movement there. And he can wiggle his toe up and down. One thing this toy does do that does kind of bug me a little bit is that the knees are set a little higher than they should be, because you can see when I bend his leg, you can see it looks like that knee should be lower. He doesn't have a lot of thigh. He has more shin than thigh. But it's alright, not the end of the world. But still, pretty cool. And of course he can hold his weapons. Give him his one gun, give him his other gun, and there you go. He's armed and ready to go. And if you only want him holding one gun, what I like to do is I just take this and plug this gun onto the back of his leg. There you go. So you have storage. That's the way I store it anyway, because I really like him holding this one gun, so I just store that one back there. That's the way I handle that. But and yeah, his feet are molded at an angle, so he does stand in that A stance, which I'm fine with. But yeah. All in all, though, I think he is a very cool Prime. Now, for comparison, here he is with Classics Prime. You can see how they look together. You can see, quite a bit bigger and bulkier than Classics Prime. Here he is with Age of Extinction Evasion Prime. You can see, again, only a hair taller, but definitely bulkier than Evasion Mode Prime from Age of Extinction. Here he is with Drag Strip, just because, and again, it's deluxe in a Voyager, but just so you can get a sense of scale. Here he is with Alpha Bravo, just because, again, just so you can see how he scales with one of the deluxe aerial bots. And here he is with Silverbolt, his wave mates. So there you have that. So you can see, hair taller, again, obviously a lot bulkier. But there you have him with Silverbolt. And just because, here's G1 Precious! So precious! G1 Prime. There you go. So there you have that. So now we will move along into his combined form and form Ultra Prime! So let's get down to it. So we will remove his weapons. And we'll get things going. So you want to take the head and flip this back around like that. You want to take the arms, you want to rotate them at that bicep, and you want to bring the arm up right here. You see this tab right here will tab into that slot right there. So bring that up, tab that in. Sometimes it'll be a bit of a pain because it's also going over this pin right here. So you take that, second vise, same as the first, take that, bring it up, tab it in, like that. Then you want to take the fists, and you want to flip them back to reveal the combiner ports. So flip that back, like that. You're going to, rotate the waist right here. I almost forgot. You want to rotate the legs at the hip swivel. You want to bring them out about 2 clicks. And you're going to take this panel, excuse me, take this panel, flip it up. This tab right here will tab into that slot right there. So just bring that up, make sure it lines up, and just tab it in. Tab in, tab in. There you go. Tab that in like so. Bring that up, 2 clicks, bring that around, flip that up, again, tab it in, right there, like that. And then you're going to take this chest assembly here, open that up. You want to take this, bring this up on this double hinge right here, just bring that up into the body, like that, and then bring it down. That'll form the crotch plates. And you're going to take this whole assembly here and slide it back like that, revealing the combine mode head, straighten out his antennas. And if you want, I like to take these pieces right here and just kind of fold them in. It just kind of bulks things out a little bit more. But there you have his combine mode, ready to go. And the head sculpt. Head sculpt's pretty cool. I do like the head sculpt. It's very, very Super Prime. It has like a Johnny Bravo thing going on here. I don't, what's going, I don't, yeah, that's Johnny Bravo all the way. But still nicely done, nice silver paint there on the mouth plate. Looks good. It looks really good. These are just that plain gray plastic. There's no paint. There's no paint on this piece, unfortunately. It's just that plain gray plastic. But still, pretty nice. So, he's not going to stand. Okay, let me just lay him down for a second and get the other guys. I will be right back. Alright, so I got the other guys in their limb modes. And ready to combine. Now, just like Silverbolt, the combination ports are the same way. They have this little spring-loaded panel right here. And the limbs just slide right in. You just line it up, slide it in, and boom. Very nice. Really like the way this is done. This locks in very nicely. There we go. And again, we're going to have to raise things up here, because he's going to get tall. He's a big prime. He's a beefy prime. So here we go. Take the arms, just slide them down. Right there. So we got Alpha Bravo. And we have Skydive. And there you go. There you have Ultra Prime. And yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool combination. Looks decent. I dig it. You can give him his weapon. The 2 guns do combine. You just take it, just plug it in. And you can see how this kind of lines up with that right there to make it one kind of cohesive thing. So it makes one long gun here. And the guns also have extra ports. So I guess if you wanted to, you can kind of get creative and make some kind of crazy gun combination with the other weapons, if you choose. But there you go. You can hold his gun right there. And yeah, pretty nice. The combined mode head does have a very nice ball joint with a nice range of movement. You can look all the way up. And yeah, again, the same articulation in the limbs as with Superion. But very nice. The one thing that does bug me a little bit about Prime are his hips, because his hips work in that way where I wish there was one extra ratchet point, because as I have him right now, I only brought up the hips 2 clicks, and when you have him brought up only 2 clicks, you can see his feet are right together. There's no separation. But if you bring that hip up one extra click, now his legs are spread way too far apart, so I wish there was kind of just an in-between ratchet right there, and unfortunately there isn't. So for him to really look good, he always has to have his feet just right together. That's a bit of a bummer, and that's something I hope that won't be the case with Motormaster. But still, it looks good. And I think this mold was definitely made more so for Menasor than for Prime, because he does have this big hollow gap in his chest. And obviously with Menasor, he's going to come with the, what's his name, Blackjack, that's going to plug into the chest to make the chest plate for Menasor, and obviously he does not have that. So this is like kind of hollow and not good looking. So me personally, I like to leave this closed. To me, I think that looks a lot better, but again, totally up to you. And they even painted these windshields in also, so at least everything matches up. But, yeah, it is what it is. But I do like how they have this chest piece molded in, though. Lots of nice mold detail. It looks good. And since people have made the comparison here, I figure might as well. So, there he is. There you go. And yeah, that's close. It's pretty close. Yep, that's pretty close. But yeah, there you have that. And here's Silverbolt, just so you can see how he scales when he's all combined. So yeah, it's a good looking combination. But I'm more so looking forward to this mold as Motormaster than I am with Prime. Although I like Prime, though. I think this figure did turn out really good. But it was definitely more made for Motormaster. And I think it looks a lot better as Motormaster. And this combination will work a lot better for Menasor, even though I really don't like the way Menasor looks. But it kind of works. It kind of works. But like I said, me personally, I like to leave this closed. I think it looks a lot better with it closed. But, yeah. It's okay. It works. It does what it needs to do. Like I said when I reviewed Superion, these toys are fun. They're simple, which makes them nice and playable. It's really easy to just swap them back and forth and clutch them together. And they do make for a decent combine mode. And, I think I actually do like this better than Superion. I think because it just does look a lot more... It does look bulkier and imposing, as opposed to Superion looking kind of thin and lanky. So this does work a lot more for me than Superion does. But for some reason, this mold just... I don't know. Like I said, Menasor still doesn't look good to me, but this works even though it's the same mold pretty much. I don't know, but... Like I said, I'll see when I get the Menasor wave in hand. But he's pretty cool, not bad. But I'm gonna use these guys more for Superion than for Prime anyway. So, but still, nicely done, and I do quite like it. So I think that's pretty much it. So don't forget to check out M Games, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Transformers Generations Combiner Wars Voyager Class Optimus Prime. And this is MGO saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old. You grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud. Palm in your face. Sir, I'm here. You said the message was urgent. Yes, it is. We're out of pizza bagels. Can you go get me some? That's it? Yes. That's what was so urgent? Yes, it's very urgent. I'm hungry. Okay, I'll get right on it. Thank you. If you don't mind me asking, sir. What? Why do you look different from the last time I saw you? New shampoo. Now go get my pizza bagels. Thank you. How did he change like that? What are you still doing here? What? How did you... Just go get my pizza bagels. Please, go. Go now. Am I losing my mind or something? You're still here! Get going! Hurry up! Jump, jump! This is just getting weird now. Go! Yes, sir. Ugh. So hard to find good help these days. What are you looking at?